there, my name's Tanya Scheer, and I am so excited to be showing you my Philadelphia cream cheese and bacon stuffed mushrooms. Paula, this one's for you. We've got bacon and we've got Philadelphia cream cheese. How can you go wrong with that? This recipe is coming to you from beautiful Burbank, California, but it's a family and party favorite from where I'm originally from in Minnesota. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a little while. The other ingredients we'll be using is 1/4 cup of white onion, finely chopped, 2 tablespoons of green pepper, and the stems from the mushrooms. What I did there was clean and remove the stem, cut the woody end off, and then chop them up. That's going to help our filling go a lot further. We'll be able to stuff a lot more mushrooms and feed a lot more people. So the other ingredients are 6 to 7 slices of bacon, of course our Philadelphia cream cheese, and a pound of white mushrooms cleaned. Let me tell you how I cleaned them. I'm sure all of you know that mushrooms are like little sponges. They'll absorb all the water if you run them underwater. So in order to keep the meatiness and the bite in the mushroom, what I do is I use one of those microfiber dusting cloths. They're perfect because they actually attract the dirt. So all you need to do is dust them off with this cloth and you're good to go. It's a super simple little trick I keep right in my kitchen drawer. So let's get started. We're going to saute the 3 mixture ingredients in some butter. So we'll get over medium-low heat, and to this pan we'll add about a tablespoon of butter. Get that going here. And to that we will add we'll add the mushroom stems, the green pepper, and the onion. Get that all in there. Beautiful. Now this isn't the only time you can really season the filling, so we'll add some salt and pepper to this while it's sauteing up. Little salt and some pepper. Oh, the smells are wonderful already. Oh, listen to that nice sizzle. That's great. Now while these are sauteing up, let's get the cream cheese going. So what we'll be using is 1 8-ounce block of Philadelphia cream cheese. Like I said, left out at room temperature to get soft. We're going to add that to a bowl. Oh, I love Philadelphia cream cheese. You know what, ladies? You could make this reduced fat by using some of the great reduced fat flavors that Philadelphia cream cheese has out there. You could also use the chive one, would be really good with this mixture as well. So we're just going to add this to our mixing bowl. And let's chop it up a little bit so that when we add the filling to it, it'll blend together easily. You know, I've made the mistake of trying to use an off-brand before, and I'll tell you, it never works out as well. It's not nearly as creamy, and it actually separates, so you can't go wrong. You know you're going to get a good one when you use Philadelphia cream cheese. Oh, right, this is cooking up nicely. So you can smell the aroma of the butter, the onion, the green pepper, and just the mushroom stems. This looks great. And it looks like it's about done to me. So what we'll do is just take this filler, and I'm actually going to set this aside for a minute so that it can cool down and doesn't just jump right into the cream cheese. I'm just going to put that into a bowl and set it aside for a second. There we go. Now, in the same pan that has our flavors, I'm going to add a little bit more butter. Now we're going to saute the mushrooms. This is a step you could actually skip if you don't have the time, but I think it helps the mushrooms give a flavor that is just out of this world, because the onion and the green pepper is going to actually infuse into the mushrooms. And like I told you earlier, mushrooms are little sponges, so it's going to just absorb all that flavor. What I'm going to start with is sticking them cap side up. We'll just do it that way first, and you'll see all the water that will collect in the cap side. I'll show you that. And then we'll give them a little flip in just a minute. Let's add all these little guys in. Oh, listen to that. Sounds so good. All right, and like I said, this is a step you could skip if you chose to, but it does just give better flavor and a nice little crunch, little meaty crunch to them. Let's turn it down just a bit. So we'll let that saute a little while. And I think this has cooled down nicely. So let's add this to our cream cheese. Like I said, an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. And we'll stir this up. I'm not going to add the bacon yet because the bacon, I don't want to crunch it up. I like to have a nice nice big bite of bacon. So if I added it right now, it would actually just get kind of disintegrated, chopped down a little too far, too much for me. So I'm going to mix this up. Looking good. Perfecto. Now let's add the bacon. Let's reserve a little bit of bacon for the top so we can garnish each one with some bacon. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. And we'll, like I said, just reserve a little bit to garnish each one on the top. Get a few more. And we just want to fold that in so we can keep the bacon chunks nice and whole. You know, this filling can work with so many different things. You can use it as a veggie dip. You know what else would be good is to just roll these into little balls and put them in the refrigerator, chill them again, stick a toothpick in it, you can eat it just like that. You could put it on tortillas and then put some meat in there, roll them up, and you have little pinwheels. You can do so much with this. Like I said, you can use reduced fat, so if the ladies are here, you're all watching your waistlines, you can really think about your girlfriends that way too. Get rid of some of these dishes here. These are starting to cook up nicely. Just going to add a little bit more butter. It looks like they're kind of drying a little bit. So work that down inside there. There we go. Oopsie. I think we're a little bit high. You know, I grew up using an electric stove, and everybody says that gas stoves are so much easier to control. I beg to differ. I have a hard time controlling these, but someday I'll get used to it. Oh yes, look at this. This is what I wanted to show you. How much water has been extracted from the mushrooms. I don't know if you could see that, but watch. That's a lot of water. That would create a soggy mushroom. So all I'm going to do is just give them a quick flip. They're done on the back side. We just want to quick seal it in on the other side, and these little babies will be ready to fill and eat. This recipe is also great because you could serve them a lot of different ways. Because my favorite is right off the grill to eat them right now when they're nice and warm. But you can serve them at room temperature. You can even refrigerate them. And if your party is tomorrow, just pop them in the oven, warm them up. They'll be just as good. Just give these a quick turn. All right, that looks great. Now we just want to plate them up. Awesome. Look how wonderful those look. So rustic and wonderful looking. So then, very easily, all you do is add some of the filling. This filling is so good that I'm very generous with the helping. Just want to plop it in there. Be very generous with it, like I said. Oh, right. Oh, look at that ooey gooey yumminess. Oh, look at that. If you could smell the bacon and the texture of the cream cheese, oh, this is great. All right, one more. And last but not least, all you do is garnish it with a couple pieces of bacon. Oh, you know, you could also use crab in here, or I was thinking jalapenos would be good, a jalapeno stuffed cream cheese. You can really infuse it with any kind of flavors that you desire. And that is a Philadelphia cream cheese and bacon stuffed mushroom. Thank you guys. Once again, my name is Tanya Scheer, and I do have a lot more recipes where that came from. So look forward to seeing my entree entry as well as my dessert entry coming up here in the next couple weeks. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, Philadelphia cream cheese and Paula Deen. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.